Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here at CRO. Get a lot of requests for this one. This is supposed to be one of our daily drivers. Do apologize for overlooking it for a few days there. Honestly, just had a lot to deal with this last weekend, and we had some pretty awesome trades with Avalanche, ICP, some things we took full advantage of. So again, while we do trade CRO, we have it in a moment, but we did take some nice profits from ICP, 96%, day and a half. Avalanche 53% in almost 2 trading days, and of course an older SHIB trade and a newer SHIB trade there for 62 and 121%. So awesome stuff there. Also, be sure if you're new to the channel or just new to being a premium member, we got a lot of new premium members here. Be sure to read through the signals guide. If you don't see it right away, you right click on browse settings and hit show enable all channels. Some reason it likes to hide itself, but it is important to recognize because I discussed the differences between these two trades, or these two channels, of course, because those signals are very, very different from each other. Okay, we send a lot of day trading signals, of course, and that's not a trading bot that I created based on my day trading strategy, whereas premium is my actual swing trades that I take after analyzing these videos, and I share those with you. Okay, so you can kind of understand and glean at least a little bit as to how I take my trades and why I take them. That said, is this coin worth trading right now? Yeah, I guess it depends on who you ask and what direction you're heading, right? We'll talk about that. So daily time frame, just to quickly note, we are, if I recall correctly, we are below, yep, we are below the 20-day SMA. And this is a case in point where we gotta be realistic here and say like, okay, we might have officially broken bearish. Alternative to that, the 50-day SMA is averaging itself out right there at this 0.5 Fibonacci level, strong resistance level now that it's below. Again, the candlestick hasn't closed yet, but we're almost there, right? We got another 5 hours until the candlestick closes. We close at what, 9.7 or lower. We should expect further downside. We also got the most amount of volume right here at the same exact level. So 0.5, 9.7 is a heavy point of contention. Being below that is not ideal, okay? Furthermore, too, we're also below 50 on the RSI. Sorry, correction. We're testing 50 on the RSI. Money flow index is coming down. While that's positive and oftentimes a support level, we could see the price bounce off that level. It's not always 100%, okay? Furthermore, we got a stochastic divergence. Nothing really to see there as well. Bit of a delay, and MACD is diverging. Literally, we got like 9 out of 10 reasons not to take a long position right now, okay? All the more reason, though, to exercise caution taking a short, too. You don't just jump into a short position because a long isn't an option, okay? Some people seem to think that. It's just not the way that trading works. There's gray areas, right, where when a long position no longer exists, you don't just switch to a short position. You got to wait for confirmation in either direction, okay? Again, that's more of a swing trader strategy. You can reverse your trades as much as you like if you're day trading, but that's a different story altogether. That said, for our time frame here, we are bouncing off of, if I see that correctly, we're kind of bouncing off 30 on the RSI. That's a positive sign. This is a good consideration for entry on the 4-hour time frame when you're close to 30 on the RSI and the money flow index is passed. Okay, that really implies that the MFI being really low should bounce back soon because it's been sold for a very long time and there's money flowing away from this coin. Therefore, the concept or the mentality that people have is that it's worth good. It's a good value now. That's kind of the concept there. Okay, that said, stochastic RSI swinging up. Those are 3 positive contributing factors. MACD is trying to converge, but hasn't yet, just losing that momentum to the downside. So again, mostly good stuff here. However, we're below all 4 moving averages. Oh man, what do you mean, Crypto Cash? You just told me everything looks good, and now we're down below 4 moving averages? Yeah, that's exactly the thing. This is one of those elephants in the room where you got to recognize you probably shouldn't take a trade right now. Okay, again, conflicting information in the 4-hour time frame, the most important transitional time frame that you could utilize on the charts. It's telling you it's going to go both ways. That's not a certainty that I like to take. Okay, again, let's take a quick look at the hourly and just confirm that we're probably below the cloud, which is a strong likelihood. Conversion line is below the baseline, lagging spans free and clear for a moment, right? We probably only got about maybe 6 or 7 hours before that intersects. So to me, when a trade is in this situation here, it feels like it's too late to short and it's way too early to long. So I'd much rather stay on the sidelines. Now, there's a stronger chance, though, just based on everything we've seen here so far, the price will continue lower. We're in this descending trend. We've lost a key level of support. We're below 0.5 on Fibonacci. And I think there's a solid chance we'll see some lower price action because Bitcoin is pulling back, or I anticipate Bitcoin pulling back down to the lower 40,000 range, okay? If that is the case, and that all happens, this coin will probably retest this lower support level, which is where you can kind of see me coincidentally have an alert set up. I'm going to just go ahead and put this a little bit higher there. But somewhere in the range here, 0.786 at about 8.7 is where I'm looking for a possible consideration for another entry. It really just depends on what we confirm at that time. But generally speaking, that's, we're far away from me wanting to take a trade of this coin. Okay. Again, if you're like a dead set pro fan and you're just like, oh, I need to do something now, maybe consider waiting to this 8.7, 8.8 mark, just because it feels like we're more likely to do that. If you insist on taking a trade right now, feel free to do so. Let me know how that works out for you. Again, you're pretty much throwing meat at a wall, hoping for it to stick at this point if you're trying to take a long or a short, because there's no confirmation either way. But we do have a statistically larger probability of the price continuing lower than it goes higher. Just a thought there, okay? Again, that's where we're at. I hope it works out well for you either way. If you could, though, obviously also make sure you like the video before you go. Be sure to check this out, too. We got a new exchange that we're working with, phenomenal exchange. You get some significant benefit rewards if you register with my link before the year's over. They are no KYC, no VPN. They're basically the new BingX for our community, okay? Because BingX is requiring VPNs now, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. Even though I'm partnered with ExpressVPN, and you can use my link too, it's more important for you to recognize that not having to deal with that whole thing is a lot easier. And coincidentally, they're actually a better exchange too, so be sure to check them out. I got walkthroughs on my Discord here too if you're curious on how to utilize them. I do hope you will have a great rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you all in the next video. Take care.